Today's news.
Opening statements in Trump case.
The trial actually begins.
Some Israeli troops under fire.
Reviews could be blacklisted.
Supreme Court debate.
What do we do with homeless?
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. Opening statements today in the first ever criminal trial of a former president of the United States.
What's going on right here should never be happening. It's a very, very sad day in America, I can tell you that.
Donald Trump, as he arrived in court a short time ago, CBS's Robert Costa is covering the hush money trial.
Prosecutors began laying out the case against former President Trump this morning. The jury, made up of 7 men and 5 women, plus 6 alternates, took just a week to see. Trump faces 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. He's accused of using his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, to funnel payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Trump denies any wrongdoing and has said he's willing to take the stand.
Yeah, I would testify, absolutely.
The prosecution's witness list includes not only Cohen and Daniels, but also former Trump aide Hope Hicks and former National Enquirer publisher David Pecker, who is expected to be called first to testify about the alleged catch-and-kill scheme to purchase and prevent the circulation of negative Trump stories.
CBS News legal analyst Ricky Cleveland.
There are studies that say that 80% of jurors' minds are made up at the end of opening statements. And it's very difficult to change someone's mind if they've made that initial decision.
In Trump's civil fraud case in New York, the state attorney general has filed a memorandum of opposition to the company holding the $175 million bond. The insurer will have to show it is qualified and financially strong enough to issue the guarantee. The U.S. is considering the unprecedented step of sanctioning some members of Israel's military for alleged human rights violations dating back to 2022. The head of Israel's military intelligence has resigned for the failures that allowed the October 7th attack by Hamas. And CBS's Deborah Fata tells us there's been a new attack on Jewish civilians in Jerusalem.
The car plowed into 3 ultra-Orthodox pedestrians in Jerusalem this morning. 2 young men then attempt to open fire, but their weapons jammed. Nobody was seriously injured, and police say they've arrested 2 Palestinians in connection with the attack. The incident comes as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu lashed out over reports of possible U.S. sanctions against an Israel Defense Force battalion accused of human rights abuses in the West Bank. If anyone thinks they can impose sanctions on an IDF unit, said Netanyahu, I will fight it with all my strength. During the mission, Israeli bulldozers smashed through homes and shops, severed pumps and power lines, cutting off electricity and water.
All classes are online today at New York's Columbia University as pro-Palestinian demonstrations continue on and near campus.
They're putting their weapons on the line, their physical well-being is part of the cause that they know to us, which is Palestinian freedom in our lifetime.
Last night, tents were set up on the quad. Police had taken down a previous encampment. Some reported anti-Semitic incidents near campus prompted the White House to say physical intimidation targeting the Jewish community is unconscionable. President Biden's urging the Senate to move quickly to pass foreign aid legislation that cleared the House over the weekend. The bills provide $95 billion to Ukraine, Israel, and Pacific allies. Political scientist Larry Sabato says now the challenge for House Speaker Mike Johnson is keeping his job. He's under fire from far-right members of his own party.
He will probably retain the position, even if that motion comes to the fore and must be voted upon, because he's going to have the support of most Republicans, but also a sizable number of Democrats who can enable Johnson to overcome the opposition.
4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these dash cam news adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 55 degrees in Fairfield, California.